So to machine titanium, you need rigidity. And that doesn't just come from the machine tool or the tools you're using. You need good holders. And that's why for the titanium guitar project, we partnered with Haimer. I'm headed out to the DN Solutions Tech Center where I'm going to talk to Rob, and he's going to go through what makes Haimer tool holders special. Rob, Haimer was very involved in the titanium guitar that we're cutting here at DN Solutions. You guys provided all the tool holders for this. And specifically, I wanted to talk about your shrink setup. So looking at this holder, there's some unique features on there. And what are these threaded holes around the OD?
So these are actually balancing holes.
Okay.
So, you know, the holder itself comes pre-balanced when it's manufactured, but the best practice is to balance the complete assembly. Once you add a cutting tool, a coolant tube, if you had a steep taper holder and you had a pull stud or a collet chuck, you want to balance the whole assembly. So, so we actually make a balancing machine that we rotate the tool and we use force sensors to detect the amount of unbalance, and then the software tells us how to correct the unbalance by adding a certain amount of weight. So we have a screw kit with different weighted screws, and the software will tell us where to add.
So almost like balancing the tires on your car then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Very similar,
cool.
yep.
So what is this hole I see on the side of the shrink taper there?
So that hole is actually a plug. So our holders, our power holders, they all come with our cool jet feature, which is the coolant through the nose of the holder. So the cool jet hole is EDM, and then we have the cross hole to get into the bore, and that just plugs it. And another thing with the cool jet on these holders is they have a thread, so they can be sealed. To utilize the cool jet, you would remove the plugs, and then the coolant is delivered right to the end of the cutting tool.
But if you had a through coolant tool, you would
plug
plug
them
those
to do a through coolant drill or something like that.
Really neat.
Yeah.
And then last thing I see this wave inscribed around the OD there. What is that?
So that designates that this is a power series shrink chuck. So you can tell by the extra mass that this is a good candidate for titanium, like the guitar. So the extra mass helps dampen the vibration. You can be more aggressive with this holder than a standard and take a higher metal removal rate.
So anything you're putting more forces into the spindle, your power series is great for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, I heard that DN has one of your machines. I'd love to kind of talk through how the shrink process works and explore your machine and how that all plays out.
Awesome.
Let's go check it out. We're able to see that Haimer tooling is good stuff. Talking with Rob, it's amazing the features that these tool holders have, but there's more. Stay tuned.